Hello, friends. It's Mrs. McElroy. I found this really great book called I Am Perfectly Designed by Karamo Brown with Jason Rachel Brown and illustrated by Anusha Syed. Now, when I go to the library, I like to flip over a book and see what else I can learn about it. And in the back, it tells me this book is an ode to loving who you are exactly as you are. An ode is like a long poem. So here's a story written by Karamo Brown. Here. First, there was you, Dad. Then there was me. And now there is us. That's right, now there is us. When you first saw me, you said he is perfectly designed from his head to his toes, and I meant every word, still do. So I think this writing with the skinny letters, I think that's the son talking, and the bold font is the dad talking. That's a cool way to write a book, kind of like it's a conversation. When I was a baby, I looked just like you, only I had no hair and you had lots. Now, it's the opposite. So true. Look at hair. No hair here. And now he's got the hair. Dad had the hair. And now Dad doesn't have the hair. I like looking at pictures over time. When I was real little, I thought you could touch the moon. Remember that? We'd sit on the roof and reach for it. Look at this roof. That doesn't look like the roof at my house. It looks like it's more an apartment building in a city. Cool. One day, you'll be big enough to reach for it yourself. But until then, it's perfectly fine to ask for help. See, he wanted to touch the moon. And his dad said, until you can do it yourself, you can ask for help. Remember when we went as syrup and waffles for Halloween, Dad? Ha! I do. That was awesome. I wonder what will be this year. When I run in the park, jump in the park, climb trees in the park, and pretend I'm a statue in the park, you remind me I am perfectly designed to explore the world. You are, and you always will be. Sometimes a picture doesn't even need any words. Sometimes, Dad, when I get mad or sad or confused, you wrap me in your arms. I like that. Me too. And I remind you that you are perfectly designed and wonderful, no matter what you're feeling. Dad, when I grow up and leave home, will you miss me? Yes, very much. Will you go into my room and play with my race cars and stuffed animals? You know I will. This is funny. Will you sit on the fire escape and feed the pigeons like we do in the summer? The pigeons and the sparrows. Will you remember our favorite moves? Look at them doing their moves down here. I will, and I'll invent some new ones too. Look, at the radio has a speech bubble playing music. Look at these fancy moves. That looks like a fun neighborhood. Dad, Will you always think of me? Always. You know what, Dad? What? I will always remember walking through the city and sitting on your shoulders, and maybe when you're older and I'm taller, I can carry you on mine, because we are perfectly designed for each other. That's right. Dear reader, it's always been a dream of mine to write a story inspired by the many lessons my father has taught me. When I was growing up, any time I felt fear or uncertainty, my father would remind me that I was perfectly designed. Knowing that at an early age really instilled self-love and confidence in me, which has been hard to find on my own. Now that I'm older, it's easier to walk with my head held up proudly. My father and I felt it was only right to give this message to you. We want readers to never forget that just being your natural self is perfect. It's beautiful in every sense. We know how hard it is to think otherwise, but you can't stop telling yourself this until you feel it. Like everything in life, it takes some time. But with repetition, you will learn to walk with your head held higher than the Eiffel Tower. And that's written by Jason Brown. That's exactly right. Karamo Brown. And here's a picture of the author and his son. There's another picture. I think he's a little bit older now. Well, I hope you like this story. Thanks for checking in. Bye.